Okay. Good old honest news. I still think that's who that was. I don't really know all that well. Episode slash part video whatever 6. I'll start things off with a little bit of a rant about this game. So, I do enjoy this game. Obviously, I'm playing the crap out of it. But I have a few big issues with it. Now, I can kind of see why they don't do this, but at the same time they should, because it would make people want to actually play the damn game more. So, as of right now, or as of yesterday, I think, this was open as of like Wednesday or Thursday. Today's like the 18th when I'm recording this. Anyway, it's been up for a couple or 3 days. So, here's my issue with this. Okay, I want to use a deck that I've never tried before. Such as this one. It's kind of a... I kind of threw it together. It's a Sword Soul variant. But this was thrown together after I made my Sword Soul deck, so I didn't have the materials. And I ran into a problem. That problem being, even though this is for a festival, it's still going to cost me a shit ton of material. So, yeah. And that's with it not even done. I was actually building this a little bit as I was building the Sword Soul deck, but my issue that I'm having is I'm not necessarily going to use, you know, Dino Wrestler here, or Fairy Tale Snow, or Nibiru in the decks that I'm going to be playing. So I would like to be able to test this and actually play it, but I can't because it costs a lot of material. What I think should be kind of the rule for the festivals only, or events, or whatever you want to call them. Again, this is for the festivals and events only. When you go back to ranked, everything goes back to normal. But this is a festival slash event, whatever. This should be where things change. So I can't use the cards that are not crafted. I don't have the material to craft said cards. In my personal opinion, just for the festival slash event, all the cards should be free. Okay? As in, I get to use any card that I want to that's not on the ban list. Everyone gets to use any card that they want to. They can make any deck that they want to for the festival because it's a festival. Or event, whatever. And that means, you know, they get to try out different things. And they get to see what combinations of cards actually work, and so on and so forth. And the way that this will work is, this is the Limit 1 Festival deck that I have made. I actually built this. This is actually one that I built. It's not a copy. It's a brand new build. Okay? When the festival ends, this deck will go away. As you can see, it says number of event decks, 1 of 1. So, this should be in a separate deck list. Like, there should be, there should be 2 different deck listings. The ranked and then the event decks, which there kind of is, but you can only use 1. Now, how they could actually, they could actually make it to where when you make a festival deck or event deck or whatever, you can use any card even if you don't have it crafted. And then the only way that you can use it in ranked is if you actually craft the card. So, for example, let's say that this was different events. And I didn't know any of these cards. I could build this deck and I could test it in the event and then be like, yeah, I like this deck, so I can craft all of it. And then go into rank and actually use this deck in rank. I like this deck, so I already know like this one I crafted it and so on and so forth. But that's like, yeah. That's just kind of my opinion on that. Like, I'm not really making it super clear, I don't think, but basically, for the events, everything needs to be free. There's another game that I played before I got into this, and there's one that I haven't really played, but I've heard lots of good things about, and I know a lot of people actually use it because it's more competitive and so on and so forth. The 2 games, one of them is Dueling Book, which everyone knows about, and the other is Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega. Now, there's a couple things that I like about them, and a couple things that I don't really like about them. So, in Omega and Dueling Book, every card is free. Every card. You can make your dream deck. In Dueling Book, I don't really know what there is to work for. In Omega, you actually work for a currency to get you rarities of cards. For example, this card. It's a glossy finish. So it's shiny, I don't have a friggin' royal rare, but it's shinier than that. Basically, how Omega does it is you play ranked and you win currency, and then you use that currency to buy shiny and extra shiny. They have it set up to where even cards that do not have a ghost rare have a ghost rare. You can literally buy the stuff for your card to be ghost rare. You can buy 1 card at a time, I think. It's either 1 card or like 3 cards. I forget how it works exactly. But you can buy one rarity at a time, and you can buy it for multiple cards, basically. And that's really all there is to Omega. That's basically what you play it for. Well, what you play ranked for. Other than that, you can test decks out. Like, you can test a deck that you want to play or whatever, and it's fun. With Master Duel, there's no way to test a deck. And what I mean by that is, here's a good example of a deck that I will probably never play because I don't like this deck. And I don't really have any respect for anyone that plays this deck, but Eldritch. Okay? Eldritch is strong. It is one of the stronger decks in the game if you build it right. It's also one of the most annoying decks in the game. 9 times out of 10, if I see that it's Eldritch, I just leave. Because I know there's going to be just a bunch of bullshit along with it. And I don't really have the patience to play one match or one game for 45 minutes against Eldritch when the deck is not better than mine in any way, shape, or form. It's just got all the counters to mine because back row. I've literally seen people play nothing but these 3 monsters and like 3 of everything, like 3 monsters and 37 spell and traps. That's it. That's the Eldritch deck. And they somehow are, diamond with it, or platinum 5, or whatever. It's like, that deck's not good. How are you actually winning? Because skill drain. Or an Imperial Order, or, whatever. And that's annoying about this deck, but I'm getting off topic. So, let's say that I have a fully built Eldritch deck, or deck list here, but I have nothing crafted. Well, to craft this at the current moment is going to be 90 ultra rare, okay, and 240 super rare. So this deck's gonna cost a shit ton. Anyway, I would like to be able to actually playtest this before I spend all my gems on, or all my material on a deck that I probably won't like. I'll give you a good example of this. Sky Strikers. I made the mistake on my main account, on my other account, rather, whatever, that I wanted to play Sky Strikers. So I dismantled one of my favorite decks, just so that I could actually go ahead and start playing Sky Strikers. I found out real freaking quick, I do not enjoy Sky Strikers. It's a good deck, I get why people like it, but I personally do not enjoy it. It is not fun for me. So, when I went to dismantle it and make my other deck back, I couldn't because it didn't give me nearly the materials. How that would have been solved is simple. Okay, let's just go here, for example, and let's just scroll down here, and okay. Let's say I'm building a deck with some random cards. Holy crap. Okay, so I have a random deck here. This would never freaking work because, reasons. But let's just say I want to test this. Let's say it's an actual deck. Well, to craft it at the moment would cost a lot of material. Okay? So, it would be nice to, instead of having this, where you get to test draw, obviously I didn't do very good job picking cards, but let's just say, I want to actually play this deck. Instead of having a draw 5 sample cards, or test hands, have another way to play test. And what it does, it literally just puts you up against a bot that has a, like you can choose a 1 to 5 difficulty level, and you can play it. Play versus it. That would be, fun. I think that would be actually really fun. But let me know what you think, actually. Like, I know I didn't really make much sense in all of this, but I could go on for an hour with what I think is wrong with the game and how it should be fixed and so on and so forth. The gem prices, the deck thing, and so on and so forth. However, I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and shut up now and actually get into the ranked, or not the ranked, but the Limit 1 Festival. This should be fun. Okay, I want to go first. Let's do... don't have anything I can use. Let's just go with you. Set and set. Pass. I could have actually done a little bit more. GG. Not really sure what kind of deck that was supposed to be, but it wasn't really that good. I could see it having potential, but it's just not really there. Trying to mix Trickstar with Speedroid, not really that great. But, free town. Let's see, how many missions do I have? Oh, I have one. More like 50. Okay. Do those. So, let's see, actually I want to check something. Reward. Okay, so doesn't really tell me how many what stuff I'll actually get, but whatever. Yeah, so I need 110. Do we have time for one more duel in this? Sure. Second. I have noticed something. I have noticed something in the past month or so. I haven't seen as many bots, knock on wood, that I have been seeing in the past. Having said that, this is probably a freaking... Well, no, never mind. I was gonna say this is probably a freaking bot, but I don't think so. Yeah. This is a synchro deck. It's a type Dragon Link. Really? Yep. I don't even think I have that card in this deck. Nope. Okay. 0. Let's see. Go ahead and do this. And I'm gonna go ahead and go right again. Are you going to stop me? Nope. That's fine. That works. Got screwed over. I don't understand where that came from, but yeah. 50 gems. It's not bad. No, I need 100 and... well, 80. $10. And I got just enough. Okay. Actually, no, I didn't. God damn it. I need 100 or 95. So, I don't want to keep going on too long, so I'm going to cut the video here. I will go ahead and put a timestamp in the thing, I guess. But yeah. If I can figure out how to do timestamp. If you made it to this point in the video, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the little bell icon thingy majigger, because that will actually tell you, hey, I just uploaded a new video. Anyway, till the next one, see you later.